Hey, look, man, what up with y'all, man? It's your host, Kreep the Guap Fiend, but I ain't fiending for a thing. Stand with me or stand aside, salute me or die. I said instead of hating on it, go get you some. You almost close to the goal. Never let a sucker, fuck a duck, nigga take it from you. Bitch, you know what it is. Hey, look, and I'm here with my co-host, Kaya.
Yeah, Kaya.
You know what I'm saying?
Real Kaya Rain. I don't know. I need a better nickname, I think. We gotta brainstorm on that. But just Kaya for now.
And Kaya out here representing the 206 Seattle.
Yep, born and raised. Have to throw that out there.
I'm currently working on getting you to just drop the fact that you from Seattle and just come back.
Drop it.
Yeah, because you've been in LA a little too long to be still claiming Seattle. Like at some point, you got to claim yourself.
But then
as
if
an
I
LA
do that,
girl.
like, oh, I'm from LA, people are gonna be like, oh.
No, you don't gotta say you from LA. You just gotta be like.
That's why I said
I'm an LA girl.
Yeah, honorary, transplant Angelino. 6 years, I feel like.
So the question is, though, that I want to know is, like, what do it take on a daily to maintain that lion's mane on the top of your head? I'm just saying, because it's like, I just know for a fact. Yes.
Honestly, now not so much. Like, I've learned my routine. Like, this, I washed it, threw some conditioner, combed it, and did my edges. But, like, how many years it took as a kid or teenager to learn that process?
Yeah,
years.
Because you black and white? Mm-hmm. But your mom is white?
Yeah.
So how was that? Like,
they didn't know what to do. My mom or my dad, and my dad's black. He didn't know what to do with my hair either. He would just get a brush and, like, rake it back, into, like, two ponies, tight as hell on my head, ripping my head back. Oh. And then my mom, bless her heart, she tried, but, like, Pantene just, doesn't do much when you've got, like, all this. So, yeah, it took some years, but I had to just teach myself and figure it out. I told you, me moving to LA helped me get in tune with a lot of that. The first time I ever went into a beauty supply store, a black, first time ever was with April out here,
So what's the difference, though, like the big difference from living in Seattle and living in LA?
The people. It sounds generic to just be like, the people. But it's true. Like, just the overall, like, tone of how people socialize. Seattle's very, like, I think
we super aggressive in LA. They think we super aggressive, stuck up, bougie.
Yeah,
like, we got attitude. We don't want to talk. We're not as inviting as other states.
I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I think LA, California people specifically is some of the realest people you're going to come across in the state, because LA is just one of those places to where it's going to test you. It's going to bring every part of you to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? It's going to unlock parts of you that you never even knew that you had. You know what I'm saying? You got the worst of the worst. You got some of the poorest of the poor in LA. Then you got some of the richest of the rich. And you still got that middle class in between.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that
it's a little bit of everything. Yeah. But like we talked about before, too, when people talk about the fakeness and the superficiality, the plastics and all that shit, that's like the transplants mostly, I feel like. Like, that's a lot of the people that moved here. They jump on the trends. They're on every new TikTok fucking thing, whatever it is, from matcha to Labubu to whatever. Those are the people that give LA the bad name of it being fake and all superficial and shit like that.
But most people it's crazy because it's hard to even categorize LA as a certain type of way, because most people who are in LA are not from LA.
Right.
Like, most people that you catch in Hollywood or you catch in Burbank or you catch in LA, downtown LA, these are people who moved out here chasing a dream. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So they putting a stigma on LA, not really based off of interactions with LA natives. Exactly. Unless you going below that 110 or that 10 freeway,
the other side,
and you head on into South Central. That's when you can start judging LA for what LA is. Right. But as far as this side and this 101 freeway, every exit off the 101 freeway, you have to expect that it's people from different.
Honestly, like, the best friends I've had here are people that grew up here, like people born and raised in LA or Ontario or somewhere nearby. Like, those have been the most genuine, realist people that I've met. And I've met cool people too that have moved here, but it's not that same energy, you know? And like we talked about before, this is Hollywood. This is the industry. Like, everybody comes here to try to be somebody. So it would make sense if they're putting on a character and it comes across as fake, because not everybody is that genuine. Not everybody can really, you know, live themselves and amplify that versus putting on somebody completely fake and different. And now, you know,
well, it's because I think I think it go back to the stigma, like what I was telling you. Like, and then I think like certain people believe that they have to be a certain type of way in LA. Right. Like, which is out here, I mean, a motto is damn near fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? So certain people come out here with a certain mindset that they think they have to be in, or a certain type of image that they think that they have to portray, and it ain't even really all that for real. You can come out here and be yourself. LA got a pocket for every type of personality. Point blank period. You got a pocket for people who want to be weirdos. You got a pocket for people who want to do business. You got a pocket for people who want to do entertainment, and then you got a pocket for pocket in West Hollywood for the LGBTQ community.
There's everything. So, there's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily have to come to LA and fake or portray nothing, because you could very well go find your lane based off of your personality and what you do.
But you know what? That's kind of why it pisses me off when people talk shit about LA. Like, oh, LA will eat you up and this and that, and it's just bad energy. And well, maybe, you know, you just didn't make the effort to go find your people, because that's absolutely right. Like, there's literally something for everybody. No matter how weird or peculiar or unique you think it is, I guarantee you will find somebody in LA that has that exact same interest.
No, well, like I always say, Hollywood is a city where if you're weird, you could go out there and be normal. That's just the bottom line. Like, if you're weird, you could go to Hollywood and be a normal person,
and you won't stand out at all.
Yeah. And then you got people who trying to chase this shit so bad they end up making all of the wrong moves. Which lead me to our first topic, is this whole mooseman and Whack 100 situation, which I know a lot of people have been waiting for me to touch on it, just based off the fact that I was in the building when the whole altercation transpired. Whack 100 showed up on Thursday to podcast with Adam 22. You know, they do the Adam and Whack show every Thursday. Whackman having a problem with this guy named Mooseman, which is he's the newest addition to No Jumper, as a matter of fact. He's the newest addition to No Jumper. The kid is a great podcaster. I can't take that away from him. And I believe Adam thinks the same. And this is why Adam is actively trying to push this kid to reach the next level, or whatever it takes for No Jumper, right?
Yeah.
So the kid been taking the approach at going at some of the most notable people at No Jumper. Like, he's been going back and forth with Flakko, which is one of the top guys at No Jumper. He's going at it he was going at it with Tayef Third.
Right.
Now he's going at it with Whack. And the crazy part about the whole thing is, part of his issue with Whack is the fact that Whack is beefing and causing problems with all of the other co-hosts. So now your approach is contradictory to what you're trying to argue. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because now you are coming into this realm that we all share, and you trying to beef with everybody to get to the top. And this is the very reason why you have an issue with Whack to begin with, because you feel like Whack should be uniting the co-hosts rather than dividing.
Right. So that was a strategy. That was like a set strategy he chose to go do.
Right. So
not necessarily the person on the receiving end was like in on, hey, this just
Whack wasn't in on it. You get what I'm saying? So
okay.
Whack don't know this kid from a can of paint. So it's like, all right, I don't know you from a can of paint, and then you come in here uttering my name every chance you get.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then not only are you just disagreeing with some of the things that I'm saying, you're saying disrespectful shit.
You're antagonizing.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's saying shit like, oh, I'm not scared of the 5'4" fat bald-headed guy, and things so like that. Yeah, like, so he's taking an approach that's disrespectful, and you're disrespecting somebody who's not on the same agenda as you. You get what I'm saying? It's not like we got this plan to where it's like, let's go at each other for the sake of this so we could get here.
And when the camera's cut.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So now you got to imagine everything that he's saying about Wack. Wack is taking it personal because you're not, at this point, you're not limiting it. You're at this point, you're not limiting it to just criticizing the content.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You're actually criticizing the person. You know what I'm saying? You're insulting the person, which has nothing to do with content. So at that point, you subject yourself to any type of response or reaction that you get from the rhetoric,
person on the receiving,
the bullshit that you spewing out. So
regardless if you feel like it's the warranted reaction or not.
Facts.
Yeah.
So we doing a podcast, and so Doughboy comes in, right? However, before Doughboy comes in, Adam had ran it by Wack, basically like, oh, Doughboy want to come in and podcast with us today, which again, Doughboy is another new addition to No Jumper. He just came off of from Wildin' Out. Is one of the people over there at Wildin' Out. He's now a host at No Jumper. Okay. So the thing is, when he wanted to come in, Adam ran it by Wack and was like, hey, Doughboy want to come podcast with us. Is that okay? Wack told him, absolutely, I have no problems with Doughboy. Bring Doughboy in. I think it'll be an interesting podcast. Mm-hmm. Why? So I guess the same thing happened with Adam and with the Mooseman situation. When Adam told Wack he wanted to bring Mooseman in, Wack sent him a message and told him, hey, I have no interest in sitting down with this kid. Yeah. If you bring him here, it's going to go bad, and I don't want to disrespect your building. So it's just best to keep us separated. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So instead of respecting that, Adam allows Mooseman to walk in
during the
unannounced during the podcast.
Yeah.
And Wack went from 0 to 100. Instantly. So I think the problem here is the clip that went viral. So I think the problem here is that everybody's judging Wack's reaction and not knowing 100% the details, facts, and the ins and outs of the situation.
Yeah, what came before.
The kid ended up apologizing, like he was scared when Wack was on what he was on. You know what I'm saying? He started talking about calling the police and all this other shit, which I disagree with because it's been multiple other hosts that he got into it with, TF Third being one of them. And when he got into it with TF Third, he came to No Jumper and he was saying me and TF Third could go outside and run a fade. Right. So now you were willing to run a fade with TF Third and whoever else up there at the building. But then when it came to Wack, you said you was going to call the police. Right.
Instantly, on live.
Yeah, so... that I don't agree with. You get what I'm saying? And Adam is claiming that he didn't know that the kid was going at Wack all of this time. Like he said he didn't know that the kid was going at Wack to the magnitude and the extent that he was going at Wack. He was like, if I knew some of the things that I know now, I wouldn't have invited the kid. But
and he was saying it all on No Jumper?
Yeah. He just said that. So but mind you, the kid just came out on No Jumper and said...
him.
Oh, yeah. So, the kid came out on No Jumper and said that Adam gave him the okay to go at Wack. Right. So, at this point, I'm confused.
Adam.
So I guess, allegedly, that's him and Adam's way of getting his foot in the door is
being
attacking all of the big dogs.
Yeah.
But again, so at this point, your approach is contradictory to the message.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So,
which can put him in a situation, clearly, as we saw.
Right.
That's exactly what happened.
And then so I'm getting a lot of DMs, a lot of conversations out of people asking like, man, why you let Wack just push you around like that? Why you let Wack woo? Man, and you know, one thing I understand about the internet is certain people here specifically to talk shit and to hate and say dumb shit.
Of course.
So my response to them type of people is y'all clearly haven't read the 48 Laws of Power. Like for you to
go
think
back to that
a certain thing should have provoked a certain response or reaction out of me. Again, you haven't read the 48 Laws of Power, and it shows the discipline level of a lot of y'all that's running around out here. And then yet they acting like I was getting pushed around rather than me trying to break up a fight and somebody's trying to get to the target. This happens every single day. Yeah. You have somebody in the middle of two aggressive people. There's going to be a lot of pushing and shoving. What did they expect me to do? Turn around and sock whack?
Right there. Like,
that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to sock whack. That's what y'all wanted. Like, you feel me? For what? Like, for y'all to say, oh, he a real nigga, but what does being a real nigga mean?
Because they would have talked shit too.
Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
you're always that middle ground between folks. You're always the...
Well, I was reading the room, basically.
Yeah.
I'm reading the room like, dude is talking about, I know the extent Wack willing to take it.
Yeah.
And then Wack being my man's, once he move, I'm going to move, regardless. Right or wrong. We'll holler about the rest later behind the scenes.
And it was a moment y'all locked eyes. Okay.
When mooseman first walked through the door, me and Wack locked eyes. And like basically on some, man, you know what I'm on.
Yeah.
Like if you move, I move. You feel me?
Right.
But then me understanding who Wack is and knowing once he over the top, I'm a Leo, so I have this natural fire inside of me myself. So once Wack is over the top and I'm over the top, it ain't shit in there that could stop what we in here to do. You feel me? So somebody had to be the bigger person. On top of that, somebody had to look at the bigger picture, right? I got a lot of things going on. Wack got a lot of things going on. This nigga over here is talking about calling the police.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be the level-headed one. I'm not willing to allow Wack to bring the whole fucking ship or castle down because you made an impulsive decision to put your hands on somebody that's totally irrelevant to what the fuck we're doing outside of this content world.
Right.
It makes zero sense.
In a split second.
You get what I'm saying? So at that point, I have to hold myself accountable just as much as I will hold Wack accountable because I knew better than to allow Wack to make a certain move, and I knew better than to allow myself to make a certain move and did it anyway.
Yeah.
At that point now, I got to hold myself accountable for what go on in this motherfucker.
Because you thought about it.
Yeah.
He even know Creep was about to.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Because that was my initial thing was when he came in there.
Because your body language shifted. Like if you watch the clip, like at first, you know, you were kind of, it was like you and then Wack was like behind you. But then I think I seen it in that split moment when you decided like, nah.
Yeah.
And then you kind of, you know, your body
Well, you got to keep in mind, the guy, Moose was making videos about Wack way before he even showed up unannounced. Mm-hmm. And part of the things that he was saying was, although he was saying a lot of bullshit, although he was saying a lot of bullshit, he kept reiterating the fact that if Wack do something to me, I'm going to call the police. Yeah. So I'm already knowing what type of timing he on. But in the beginning, when he walked through the door, I mean, clearly, like, all that police shit, it go out the window. Yeah. You own what you own until you could get back to analyzing and reading the room and understanding, hey, bro, right now, Wack, this shit is bigger than us, bro. Like, we can make this move, but at the end of the day, that's a temporary satisfaction. We gonna whoop him out and be satisfied at the fact that we whooped him out only to have to suffer major consequences and major ills behind this shit. Yeah. Again, it just didn't add up. It didn't make sense to me. You get what I'm saying? So that's basically my take on it. I think mooseman is a great podcaster. I wouldn't take that from him. And I can't really say great because we haven't seen enough of him yet. Yeah. But so far, what we have seen, I think he has a lot of potential to become a great podcaster. I just think he's taking a wrong approach and he needs some guidance.
So do you think that, you know, Adam should have either A, communicated better with Wack, or B, just never should have put them two at the table together?
I think you can't force nothing, and I think that was the mistake that Adam made, was forcing a situation because of what he thought it was.
Right, because maybe
Adam
he didn't
thought
understand.
that the situation was... Adam thought it was just content. He thought that it wasn't that big of a deal between Wack and Mooseman.
Right.
But again, what it means to you ain't what it means to somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You may look at it like it's a light situation. You know what I'm saying? Wack may look at it like it's a situation that he want to crash and burn over.
Right.
It's not your call or your judgment to make to put two people in the room who have issues with each other. And when you ask if it's okay for them to be in the room and one party is opposing to it and you decide to do it anyway. Right. At that point, you subject yourself, like I keep saying, to anything that goes wrong in that room, and you have to assume responsibility.
Right.
Like, it is what it is. And that was one of the things that Adam was saying to Wack, like, oh, you was knocking over cameras and you was knocking shit over. Well, bro, that's what come with the decision that you made.
Not thinking about that in the moment.
Yeah, like, so now equipment is on the line based off of shit that...
Right.
A decision
and
that
we've
you
had
decide.
that conversation before, too. We're not saying it's right that your equipment got broke. We're just saying, Wack.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the right or wrong is subjective. That's based off pure opinion. But the facts of it is, nigga, you know how Wack was going to respond.
Right.
Feel me? So,
exactly.
Yeah, that's just my take on that. Like, and Mooseman, I don't even oppose to sitting down with the dude simply because I think he needs a better understanding on
how to...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because right now, the direction he's going in is going to cut his...
It's going to burn the bridge
short
like
because
before he even...
Because even if... Okay, because look, you got to look at it like this. Even if that is his approach, you have to know who and who not to do that shit with.
Right. Some
people take this shit more serious than others. And Wack is one of the people that took it more serious than others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you knew the response that you was going to get out of this, man.
Yeah. But maybe he felt like because Adam had already sat him down like that before, or sat somebody else down like that before, he felt like everybody was like, okay.
Yeah, but see, like Wack was saying, though, I think the difference is Wack approaches everything with a prison and a street mindset because that's his background.
Right.
So like he always said, it's either one way with Hispanics. When you're in a certain world, right, there's one or two ways with Hispanics. Either we're going to be all the way disrespectful to each other or we're going to respect each other 100% completely and stay the fuck out of each other's way because we know what it can turn to.
Yeah.
So once again, you've brought this Hispanic and all I know is beef with Hispanics. Like he come from a background where his neighborhood, every hood that they beef with are Hispanics. And you brought this Hispanic in here to, you know what I'm saying, antagonize me. What did you think the reaction was going to be?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Which lead me to, matter of fact, speaking of fighting Flakko, because I just got a phone call from Flakko. Yeah, so shout out to Flakko. That's number one, first and foremost. But I just got a phone call from Flakko. And dude been taking boxing lessons and doing a whole lot of working out. But I personally, because Flakko, I think he recapped me. I think Flakko like already had somewhat of a boxing background. Like I'm telling you, there's videos floating around on the internet of him squaring up with.
And he knows what he's doing a little bit.
I could tell in his form. You know what I'm saying? Like he got some
like
type
he might have been boxing for 10 years and he's just now.
Yeah, and now that he's getting a little more confident with it, he's acting like this some new shit. Oh, I just started boxing. Nah. You feel me?
He'll get like what I be saying, act like I'm trash with the basketball shit and then get out there and like whoop. Yeah.
And now I think that nigga is going a little bit above his means.
Can he beat you?
That's what I was getting at because we just got off the phone and Flakko believes firmly that he can fuck with me. Hey man, look, like I told Flakko, and he think he can fuck with me based off of reasons like, oh, I'm way bigger than you.
I was gonna say, isn't it weight classes for boxing?
Yeah, it is weight classes, but nigga, I wouldn't give a fuck about a weight class in this instant. I will whoop Flakko down feet, my nigga.
I know, but like
from state to state. They gonna have to wake his ass up later. Flakko gonna wake his ass up later, my nigga. Hey, I'm talking about. Look. I'm talking about a pillow and a cover. Night, buddy. Holla at me when you wake your ass up.
But isn't it reasons they have the weight classes? Like
the reason,
like if you're little but you're fast, but it's like a 500 pounder and your hit isn't budging him, like would that make a difference?
Yeah, it will make a difference, but that's not this case, nigga. That's not this case. Nah, that's not this case, bro. And it's people who can vouch for this. I went to No Jumper with the boxing gloves and ran the entire behind the scene, the entire cast up there.
Yeah.
5 squabbles back to back in the gloves, nigga. No break in between. You come on. I actually got the video of this shit.
That's why they were up there talking about Kreep got hands.
Hey, I dare one of you niggas to say that it didn't happen because I got the footage. Oh, mama, I got the footage. I ran 3-4 niggas up there back to back with no break and whooped everybody's ass in the same fashion. Nigga, I'm Floyd Mayweather around that motherfucker. I think that's why I'm going to take that title, the Floyd Mayweather and No Jump. You know what I'm saying? So Adam, Wack, Aiden Ross, academics, everybody who in cahoots with putting these fights together, get me and Flakko in the ring, man, because that nigga just called my phone and said he'll whoop my ass, bro. And I told Flakko, man, hey, look, bro, speed beats power and timing beats speed. And I don't think
Flakko talking like he got a secret weapon.
Yeah, he talking like he got a secret weapon. We ain't seen nothing yet, though.
I want to see this.
Yeah, and I'm trying to put it together.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make this shit happen. Once again, Adam, Wack, somebody, let's make this shit happen. You feel me?
Like, yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, Flakko, we could do a 3-month training session. Flakko can train for the 3 months. I will train for only 1. Nigga. And when we get in there, I'm going to tear it off. Nigga.
That's
and I stand by that.
You're going to give him a 2-month training advantage?
Yeah, 2 months training advantage. He damn near need a 6-month training advantage.
Damn.
I'm going to just take it easy on him. You know what I'm saying? Give him a little.
What if he's backing up what he's talking, all that shit? Like,
I doubt it. What that nigga 4 Extra say off the bat? I'm whooping Flakko out off the bat. I doubt it. Flakko can't. Man, hey, look. I'm going to show Flakko that it's levels between me and him.
All right.
A lot of them.
Let's line it up.
Yeah, line that shit up. And at the end of the day, if you ain't in my corner cheerleading, then, bro, we going to have to rediscuss this whole us sitting on this couch thing together.
Why would you think I wouldn't be?
Because I just don't know. I gotta assume that everybody against me until they tell me I'm Team Kreep. I'm pro. So even if you got knocked out, I would still be Team Kreep. Nah, see, if I got knocked out, you supposed to jump in the ring and get cried. You feel me? But what I'm saying is that's not gonna happen. The knockout is no. It's only could be a one-way knockout. Down goes Frazier. And who's Frazier? Flakko. No. I'm going to put that boy ass down. Oh, mama. But look.
So.
Man, hey, look. Another thing that I really wanted to touch on, to be honest with you, was this whole David and Celeste situation. And the reason why I wanted to touch on that really is because I remember before a lot of the evidence that's being presented to us now came out, me and you was having a lot of arguments.
Yeah, you were on his side. You thought he was not guilty.
I'm not going to say I was on his side.
Every reason to me.
Okay, I'm not going to say I was on his side. I'm going to just say...
You left it up to maybe it's not him.
I'm not a nigga who's... Hey... innocent until proven guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were more so like, if he was guilty, the cops would have arrested him.
I'm going based off the facts that was presented.
Right. They would have put it out, this and that. Yeah, and I'm like, no, it's a conspiracy. Like, something weird is going on.
Yeah, I was just going off the facts that was presented. They said that dude had been contacting her back-to-back nonstop.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly he been contacting her back to back nonstop. He was allegedly on tour during the time of her killing.
Right.
And then there was a bunch of inaccuracies. Like they were saying that her body was completely dismembered. Then they came back and said her body was intact. It was never dismembered. And now it's back dismembered.
Or first it was missing a finger only.
So
we were getting a lot of misinformation, but that's also because of TikTok and places. People were just spreading misinformation because they wanted a answer. They wanted some kind of movement with the case. And it really took a long time for this to happen.
No, yeah.
Even still, he hasn't been convicted of anything, right? They just arrested him.
No, he ain't been convicted. You don't get the conviction until after trial.
Right,
so
right.
He still got to stand trial. But based off of the things that's being presented now, this is some deeper shit than a lot of people thought. Like, and it's revealing a lot of other things about him. Snakes that he had in the closet. The fact that he has a history of dealing with underage women, and
minors.
When they went through his search history, they found a bunch of child pornography.
Yeah,
and it's to the point to where his own family, now his brother came out and said in so many words, "Murk that nigga."
Yeah,
his brother,
his own brother posted on his story.
Right after it came out that he was messing with a lot of underage kids. His brother changed his stance on this whole thing and said that he believed that anybody who messes with kids deserves to die.
Yeah.
So that's serious as hell.
That's a big statement.
And so if messing with minors and child pornography and things like this have been a thing of yours for so long without your brother or your siblings even knowing this about you, like,
and then they find
what
out,
else type of skeletons do you got in your closet?
Worse
is
than
this
what
Celeste
we could think
the
of?
first murder that you committed?
Oh, well.
I mean, it's clear to see she's not the first minor that you were into.
Right. So maybe not.
And then the shit the measures that he was going through in order to get some of this shit done. So allegedly he linked up with some of her classmates when
her parents caught them talking when she was like 11, right?
Right,
allegedly.
she was 11 years old, and her parents took the phone, right, so she couldn't
contact him. He went up to the school, talked to her friends, paid him $1,000 to give her a new phone, so they could still talk.
Yeah.
That's predator behavior, like literally, like you're literally a predator.
But it's like, bro, what the fuck have you seen? And he young himself. So it's like, what have you seen
to be even like?
Yeah, so now you got to get into the psychology of it.
He was like, she was 11, but he was like 18 or 17 or some weird shit like that.
But you got to keep in mind. So they're saying that in the beginning, the conversation started off all online,
right?
And she was telling him that she was a college student.
Right.
Allegedly.
Right.
She was telling him that she was a college student all of this time. So that's how
if that's even true.
Yeah, so that's just what's being said.
Right.
Like, it's so much shit it's so much shit that was said that wasn't true, and so much shit that you thought wasn't true that is true.
Yeah.
Now, you get what I'm saying? So it's like it's really hard to judge the situation entirely because
the authorities are not helping us get any fucking clearer answers.
Right. I think they was confused they goddamn self.
Right. Well, I would like to know why it took so long, number one, for them to even go get him. And then number two, why did the DA not want to pick up the case? And why did see,
shit like that. See, I'm no conspiracy theorist, right? But when you bring up things like that and then you think about how huge this kid really is, because this kid was on a world tour, like selling out shit that you would think like, damn, that's like Drake type of shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's Tentacion type of shit. That's Juice WRLD type of, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so when you think about somebody who was that big, right, with a powerhouse label behind him, I want to say he was, I want to say he was with Universal, but I don't quote me on that.
Check.
But I think he had a monster label behind him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So again, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but when you think about somebody who's on that level of fame, and then something like this happens, and it's taken this long for them to even file charges, because you got to keep in mind, for a while the kid wasn't even labeled as a suspect,
right,
or a person of interest.
Saying he wasn't.
And then they were saying that he was cooperating, exactly, and all of these other things.
Exactly.
So it's just a bunch of moving parts.
They were saying he was cooperating, but now we're hearing that he never cooperated. Yeah. So what the, like, how do we, you know?
Yeah, it's hard. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to judge, but
yeah.
So now you got to ask yourself, like, what support or what help was he getting from the label that prolonged this process? Oh,
lawyers for sure.
And then it wasn't, and then again, it wasn't until the arrest was made that the label decided to drop him,
right,
from the label. But this case been going on for what? This investigation been going on for close to a year, or about a year.
Yeah.
And the label decided not to drop him all the way up until the point that he got arrested.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm looking at it like, was it a situation where the label was trying to help, and then once the arrest was made, they were like, all right, it's out of our hands. We got to back up from him, or it's going to look bad on us. So now the help that you were giving, you willing to abandon to save face?
I think it's exactly that. Like you said, up until that point, they hadn't confirmed or denied anything. He could have still been innocent all the way up until that point. So they were like, yeah, if it turns out he isn't innocent, we're going to keep him, and he's going to keep making money. Like, he's going to keep going on tour. He's going to keep doing his thing, you know, and everything will go back to normal. People will stop talking about it. We talked about that too. Like, if he is innocent, it'll be one of those things. We're just going to stop hearing about it, you know?
Right. And then also, I'm confused at the part, I got to go do a little more research on this too, because I'm still confused at the part that, why didn't they look at the cameras on the Tesla?
Yeah, it's a lot that doesn't add
I
up.
feel like having access to the cameras of the Tesla would have eliminated this whole prolonged ass process that we just went through.
And people have been asking that since day one.
Yeah, like, why they didn't.
And even then, why would he leave her in the Tesla dismembered right the fuck in front of his house?
Which contradicts the fact that he was allegedly cooperating. Because at that point, it's like, if you were cooperating, and the Tesla, which we know is in his name. So if he was cooperating, then the footage from the Tesla would have been turned over from the very first day that they began the investigation.
It damn near feels like he thought he was untouchable. Like, he didn't think anything would come of it. He didn't think nobody, you know?
Right. And then, too, I want to know if this guy had help. I understand that she was an underage girl, so it don't really take much to overpower her. You know what I'm saying?
But the strategic part of it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, make sure you text her after and make it seem like you were worried about her. Go on tour right after so you have an alibi. Like, he's young still. Right. So I think there might have been somebody giving him advice, at least, on all that. Or he's just an evil, maniacal fucking kid, because that's some sick shit he had going on.
He had to have had assistance. It's just too much that went on. Like, I don't see this
two
kid
chainsaws apparently.
Chainsaw. They said that he stabbed her with a sharp object, but they said after he stabbed her with the sharp object, he stood next to her and watched her bleed out.
Yep, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying now. That's why I'm trying to tell you now. We got to get into the psychology of this shit, because if you pay attention to the shit that he talks about in his songs,
it's that. But I was telling you that, though. You were like, that don't mean nothing. So I'm like, dude, his music has symbolism. This dude is damn near like giving us a lead up to her fucking murder. All his music is dark. It's all about some girl and all this symbolism. There's people on TikTok that have tried to put the pieces together with different imagery and scenes he's shot in videos that might have something to do with her murder. I don't
think we know enough about this kid. Like, I think he was just somebody that...
Because I didn't know who he was until this. We looked it up. We were like, is he even like a big deal? Because I hadn't heard about him before he murdered this girl.
All right. That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what the fuck is his background? Where do he come from? What was his childhood like? Was the mama and the daddy in the house? Was the something down the line went terribly wrong because this nigga fucked up in the head.
Yeah, he's
so
a
something went terribly wrong. But it brings the question: how, if you are really this sick as fuck behind doors, how are you this normal in the public?
Typical, sociopath, psychopath.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah, that's true, because the Jeffrey Dahmer situation.
Yeah.
Like, dude was normal, worked a regular 9-to-5 job, was going out to clubs.
I say that all the time. The charming ones, the well-spoken ones, the ones that might be good-looking, those are the ones you have to look out for more, because they're going to get your guard down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, of course, he's an artist. He sings, this and that. What a perfect cover for being a sick individual, And honestly, too, to be that young already, into that, or having whatever he was into, probably he was a victim of it at some point.
Yeah, definitely. But look, so now let me ask you an interesting question. So allegedly the parents knew about the relationship and they were off and on about it. As sometimes they approved of it and sometimes they wanted to put a fork in it.
Well, they said payments were starting to come
they were
through
being
too.
paid. So my question now is, with being aware of that, do you think that the parents should be facing murder charges also?
I don't think murder, but maybe like neglect, like child neglect.
Murder. I think they ass need to go to jail, hell, and all of goddamn above
or
and
trafficking.
below.
Like they damn near pimped her out to the kid.
Yeah, so
they took money allegedly they took money in exchange for her going to spend time and do whatever they were doing.
Yeah, trafficking a minor.
Right. And now it came out, the texts and all these things, sex and all those. So clearly they were, intimate, right? Which is fucking So they were complicit in that. So they definitely should be held accountable to some extent.
I think they should be held accountable for murder, because you are in charge and you are supposed to dictate the decision making for this minor. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like her decision
she is
making.
Their responsibility.
Exactly,
yeah.
She is your responsibility. Yeah. So it wasn't her going against their will.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys willfully gave her up to somebody who murdered her.
We can't chalk it up to she was a troubled kid, she was a runaway, this and that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's plenty of troubled kids, and the parents don't start taking payments because they were hard to deal with.
But that's the thing. The fact that they were taking payments implies that they knew something wasn't right.
Okay,
like they knew they were doing some shady shit.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Otherwise, what the fuck would a payment system be implemented for?
Exactly.
Yeah, so I definitely think that they both need to get charged.
On top of them not reporting her missing, the second time around, and not keeping any type of tabs on her. Yeah.
But I think everybody involved outside of those high school students need to be charged with murder. Everybody involved. Because
they knew whoever was around. I mean, again, even before the whole murder thing, anyone who was around him and seen him, you seen and looked at the picture, right? What she looked like when she was 11. Yeah. There's nobody that can sit here and tell me, I didn't know how old she was. That's a fucking 11-year-old, dude. Mm-hmm. She looked like an 11-year-old. Like, nothing about her was convincing that she would even maybe be close to 18.
Yeah.
So anyone that was kicking it with this dude and seeing him with her, you're guilty too. And you're sick too. To not have stopped it, to not have reported him. And that's another part of it too. Now they're coming out and saying allegedly she was like, you're just using me for sex and I'm done with this. I want more.
She was
and going to report him.
Expose him.
Yeah.
That's
why he killed her.
Right. And it makes sense because, I mean, he was going out of his way to pay everybody hush money, basically. Yeah. So if you going out of your way to pay everybody that's attached to her friends and family hush money, and now she's the person threatening to tell, the hush money probably wasn't enough for her, because, like they say, hell has no fury like a woman scorned, and this is a little girl at that. So whatever it is you did to have her and her feelings and dealing with her emotions, she didn't know how to channel that.
And she's already driving his car around. She's already in his mansion. She's already over there. So she's already became comfortable with that.
Right.
You know, and again, if we're talking about a psychopath or a sociopath, the one single thing that would threaten him the most would be getting exposed for all the shit that he knows he's not supposed to be doing. And that will trigger him to go ahead and kill her, probably, I would guess.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think it meant more to him to save his reputation than it meant for another human's life.
Exactly.
And I think he found himself in a place to where this time money can't buy me out of my bullshit.
Yeah.
I can't buy my way out of this one.
Exactly.
Because he was so used to navigating around and paying everybody to get off.
And it got past that.
Yeah, which that's like bribery. Like, nigga, that's
and
like,
she's just a little girl, so she doesn't know better than to like not say some shit like that, you know? Like, as a grown woman, like, if you know you're gonna go bad on somebody, you don't tell them like, I'm gonna fucking expose you. Like, you would never tell them, because now you've given them a chance to either get the upper hand or they're gonna respond in a way that might get you hurt. She's just a little girl. She don't know that.
So do you think... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do you think he was able to stuff her in that trunk by himself?
Yeah, he could have. He chopped her first. They said he bought a kiddie pool to chop her up, and then moved the chopped up body to the car. Yeah, and
then when he ordered the 2 chainsaws, he ordered it under a female's name.
Why 2?
Because he had help. Somebody else was chopping that shit up too.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
And then now, I could have sworn they said. Did you read up on the part where they said the friend? He had another friend that was involved in some capacity. But I did. Know what it was.
I think somebody that had like came forward early, but then like didn't want to give specifics or something like that, right? Because remember, there was someone speaking out like, I know something, and everyone's like, well, then say it then. Like, what is it that you know?
Yeah.
But they didn't want to.
And then you got certain people who started then you got that one friend who already had started disassociating himself with them completely.
Early too.
But that type of shit right there be making me suspicious as hell too. Like,
you
nigga,
knew.
Why you so quick to jump the gun on this nigga and ain't nothing came out yet?
Yeah.
Why are you so eager to be like, I'm not associated with him, and we ain't even proved if this man did this shit or not?
Exactly.
So at this point, I got to be suspicious of everything tied to this nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? And he deserved a death penalty for sure.
And was it premeditated before the point of her trying to expose him?
Right.
You know?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's
because of the imagery in his music and all. But
I don't think it was premeditated before, because I think her trying to expose him triggered it.
Yeah.
Because again, like I said, he's used to, you gonna say something? Take this money and shut the fuck up. Go about your way. This one.
So this was more of like him using her as a muse for his music.
Yeah.
Right? Inspiration, and obviously it's some sick shit he's not supposed to be doing, so it's gonna come out in the song in a certain way. Yeah. But when she threatened that, then
that was just a relationship that should have never happened to begin with. A relationship between an adult and a minor that should have never happened. And speaking of relationships, Klay Thompson and goddamn
this is a smooth
Megan Thee
transition.
Stallion.
Let's go.
Hey man, look. I don't think Megan Thee Stallion belonged to nobody. I think it's just that nigga turn. Whoever she with for the moment, is just his turn. It's his time to shine. You know what I'm saying?
But I thought he was the one that cheated on her.
Yeah,
first. Allegedly, he cheated on her first, right?
But that's my point. It don't matter who cheated, whether it was him or her. It don't matter who cheated. I'm telling you, nobody is really cuffing this bitch.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Who's ever dealing with her at whatever time that they dealing with her,
it's their turn.
It's their turn. Nigga, I'm trying to get mines off. Bitch, on my mama. I'm trying to get that off and get on. She does not come across as wifey material whatsoever. Like, my nigga.
I honestly didn't. When they came out as a couple, I honestly didn't take it too serious. I was kind of just like,
I don't think no nigga
I've met Klay Thompson. I've handed towels to Klay Thompson on the bench at like basketball games back in the day. Like, you know, and I come from that, like the basketball world. So to think about and then moving to LA and being around rap bitches and seeing how they are.
I think she just got a bad reputation when it comes to dating. If you remember, Megan Thee Stallion was arrested prior to Tory Lanez. Like Megan Thee Stallion had got arrested for domestic violence multiple times.
Oh yeah, with that one dude.
She was beating her nigga.
Party dude.
Yeah, she used to and before him. Oh. Before him too. She was getting arrested for domestic violence, bro. Like the bottom line is
I'm not with the girls on this one.
I don't believe nobody's going into a relationship with her. And then look how she carried herself on the internet. Like you was at a goddamn presidential goddamn, what was that, a debate? It wasn't a presidential campaign,
a campaign,
right? She got a presidential campaign.
Being a bit.
Shaking her ass, bro.
Yeah. And you know, the girls are in the comments like, that's Meg. He knew what he was getting himself into when he started messing with her. Like, she's just being herself.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they exactly right.
But that's the point.
He did know what he was getting into, and that's why he cheated on her ass, because he was getting into it with her. He was getting into a relationship with somebody that he knew better than to take serious.
So my thing about it is, from the girl's point of view, right? Because I've dealt with that, to where it's like, well, we've been together this long. We're doing this, that, and the third. You met my family. I'm taking you to these banquet events or campaigns or whatever the case. Mm-hmm. All the way to the point of, you know, the conversation of, are we going to be in an exclusive relationship? And then he cheated. And that told her like, oh, this was never going to be serious. I never, you know, at all. But it took her all the way up to that point.
I mean, but.
So is he, you know, if he was just trying to hit, like, couldn't he have just.
Nah, because some niggas got that longevity game. Some niggas want to hit and keep hitting. And some niggas want you to be their side bitch. Some niggas want that dynamic. Like, some niggas ain't just one and done. You know what I'm saying? But that's a problem with women. It don't matter how close you are with a nigga. It don't matter how much time you spent, how many hours y'all put in. None of that shit. Never assume that y'all together if y'all never had that conversation and made that shit official. Get out your goddamn feelings.
But that's dirty,
you become emotionally attached.
Like, how can a nigga go ahead and sit there and tell a bitch, like, okay, you know, yeah, it's been 3 years, you know, we fuck without a condom and we do dates, we go to the movies, you met my mom, you met my dad. But we not together, though.
But that's what I'm saying. Look, how is that? Look, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
We're not, what? You just don't want to commit to the monogamy.
Nah,
they just don't want to commit to the exclusivity.
It ain't even that. Nigga, at the end of the day, I never came to you and told you shit, so why are you assuming?
That's the scapegoat.
That ain't no out, nigga. Because if I wanted to be with you, nigga, I would have told you, let's be together. I'm telling you. But again, I'm showing you, I'm telling you, again, you're taking...
That's a disservice.
Our dynamic and creating a title in your head that does not fucking exist because I never confirmed.
You know a woman is going to do that. Men know.
It don't matter.
But so you guys are making the decision to do us dirty then. It don't matter. Yeah. We know y'all are going to think we're together. That's what you're saying. No, hold on. No, you're like, we know y'all women are going to think we're together by doing this, that, and the third. We know you're going to think that. We know. In our head, we have zero intention of ever giving you that, right? Being with you exclusively. Because I didn't tell you, because I didn't have the conversation to tell you we're in a relationship, I can get away with doing whatever I want for those years.
Okay, that's cap. Because that's cap because once again, I never told you it was going to be that. You feel me? You assume that based off of our vibe and our energy, nigga. And the thing is, for when you say like, "Oh, you never had any intention of being with us," that's not necessarily true. Everybody's timing is different. So whereas you may be thinking in your head, okay, we're a year in, he needs to make a move. That nigga probably in his head like, nigga, I'm trying to wait till 5 years to see if this bitch is the one. You feel me? Excuse me. And for a woman to get dragged along that goddamn long That shit ain't nobody's fault but her motherfucking own. Period, point blank.
She's the
Now
dummy.
you gotta look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, why was I this stupid to stay with a nigga who never gave me confirmation that we were working towards anything?
Because of exactly
or that
what
there
you
was
just
a light
said.
at the end of the
because
tunnel.
of exactly what you just said.
Shit.
Oh, I don't know. It might be 2-3 years until I decide or no.
So if you don't,
So when we come and ask, like, yo, I don't know, give me.
But that's what I'm saying. If you don't mind waiting, then don't complain in the fucking process.
Waiting for a maybe, though.
Yeah, that's my point.
Waiting for maybe I'll cuff you at the end of this 5 years, but I never told you shit. So you really, it's a 50-50 chance you just wasted your 5 years.
Absolutely. So once again,
that's crazy.
The responsibility is back on the female because, nigga, are you not smart enough to know? I've been with this nigga and there has been no results. We have been getting nowhere. At what point are you gonna wake up and take responsibility and be like,
to walk
you know
away?
what?
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta leave because this nigga he's not fulfilling what I need fulfilled. So now all that lost time and that wasted time that you could sit here and argue about and be mad about, you gotta put that on your motherfucking self. Because, bitch, I ain't put no leash on your goddamn neck and that fucking door ain't locking. I ain't put you in no dog cage. You got all action to walk out this motherfucker at any point of time that you decide to. So if you want to stay following me around like a lost ass puppy, why not? I'm reaping all of the benefits of this shit. Shit, I get to get everything that I said I wanted to get about you and not commit. And your ass is allowing it to happen. The responsibility is on you. Accountability is everything. So.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's all I got out of that.
I'm just
That's all I got out of that.
I'm just keeping that shit a bean.
I mean, but the ball is in your court, ultimately. You're saying the ball is ultimately in a woman's court, but it's not. Because, again, as the man, if you know that women are emotional beings and they are going to react a certain way to certain things you do and say, you know that to be true. Men all know that to be true. We're emotional beings. You tell a bitch you love her and you want to be with her forever and you want to have kids and do the whole shebang and the white picket fence and the big house in the suburbs.
We could get into that type of shit all day.
A bitch is going to go for it. But you could say, what you're saying is, I could tell you all that, but because I didn't say the word, we are in an exclusive relationship, It means absolutely nothing.
Hey, look, let me tell you something.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you something. In a court of law, brother, documentation beats conversation. We ain't shit written in stone, dog. We never confirmed, nigga, that I'm your bitch and you my nigga.
So basically, until I get the ring, we never
confirmed none of that shit. And again, look, the same way that you can put that on niggas, the same way you could put that on men and say, oh, men know how women are. Well, yeah, you absolutely right. And y'all know that we dogs. So, nigga, if you see a consistent pattern of this nigga acting like a motherfucking dog,
but what if you
why
don't,
would you stay?
Though? But what if you don't? That's what I'm saying. What if he did a Klay Thompson? What if he played his cards perfect for 6 months? Didn't give you no inclination. He talked about marriage. He talked about kids. He met the family. He gave you zero inclination of being a dog. And then, boom, he cheats. And now he's like, bitch, I was never finna be with you.
You know where the problem come in?
That's crazy.
You know where the problem come in that women are self-centered and only give a fuck about themselves and their feelings. Once
That's
a woman
not true.
Look, yeah, it is. Look, the direction of a relationship is dictated off either the happiness or the unhappiness of a woman. Period. And women fail to address how men feel in these relationships. And then if the same things that we will leave for, you will get bashed for it. But when a woman leaves for these same reasons, they praise her. Oh, you're a strong woman for leaving him after 10 years because he wasn't for you after 10 years. He wasted your time. You strong for that. But if a nigga is unhappy in that relationship and after 10 years he in the relationship, he's a fucking dog and he wasted this woman's time. And you know what I'm saying? He drug her on and did all of these negative things to this woman. But a woman will get praised for that same fucking action, which proves the point We only give a fuck about women's feelings and relationships because you're not questioning why this man left. The only thing we questioning is him leaving, period. He's a dog we're judging this man for leaving, not questioning why he left. That man could have been unhappy the whole 10-year relationship and decided to get the fuck on. But because what it looks like to you, and because it's not catering to a woman's feelings, this nigga gets bashed and he gets treated like a fucking weirdo. That's crazy to me. So yeah, relationship, the direction of a relationship is dictated based off of a woman's happiness or unhappiness. I'm just saying, like, nigga, because you got to think about it. Think about it. Ain't nobody asked. Nobody has asked, why did Klay Thompson cheat on her?
Right.
They immediately go into what you just did. Oh, he led her on and he...
Yes, but that's not how you do that, though. You don't cheat and then be like, bitch, you was acting up. You wasn't acting right.
It wasn't cheating. They wasn't together.
Fuck? Well, you just... Together. Okay, but which conversation are we having?
What you mean?
Why he cheated, or they weren't together, so he couldn't have cheated? I mean... Like, which one are we on?
Number one, in this specific situation, he couldn't have cheated. They were not together.
But niggas always leave that as a fucking loophole. Oh, we weren't together. So that they don't have to take accountability for hurting somebody's feelings who thought it was something that it wasn't. Okay, so clearly.
So basically...
But pause. Here's my thing. Don't cheat and then turn around and be like, I was unhappy, I was this, I was that. We have to justify why he cheated and why he didn't open his fucking mouth and say, I'm unhappy and I don't want to be with you because I still want to fuck. I still want to get my dick wet. So I'm not going to be honest about the reasons I'm leading you on. That's more selfish than anything to me.
It's because of
that's the most selfish thing you could do is I'm not going to tell the full truth knowing I'm unhappy because I still want to fuck.
Nah,
that sounds more selfish to me than anything.
It's not. It's because once again, it's the space that women put men in. Bitches make a nigga feel like, especially the bitches of today's generation, bro. They make niggas feel like they pussy for expressing their fucking feelings. So therefore, niggas don't express their feelings. Women do not create a safe space or a safe haven for niggas to express their feelings or opinion without you looking at him like he's less of a fucking man.
Right.
So because of that fact, niggas have to move the way they move. How else am I going to protect myself and my feelings, nigga, if you, the woman that I'm supposed to be with, have not even created a safe enough space for me to want to come and express myself?
And that could be
so again,
100% valid.
So again, like you said, now because of the approach that I took, I'm being blamed for that. Like you just said, like, oh, they'll do this and ooh. So now you're mad at the approach that I took rather than addressing the initial problem at hand. I was unfucking happy.
Yeah. But there's still the overlying how you handled it is reflective of your character. If you are unhappy, right, and we're in a relationship, I would hope you would come tell me, right? Let's just say, okay, you're dealing with a bitch who didn't create that safe space that you're talking about, right? Just because she didn't, you should know in that moment that's not your person. Instead of going, she didn't create that safe space, so I'm just going to stay with her and cheat.
But
that's not going to help anything.
Look, this is what I'm saying. That's the same argument that I have with you. Like, once you are aware of the fact that you are getting nowhere with this nigga, and like you keep saying, I know niggas is dogs, and niggas get to a certain point in a relationship and then use that so they don't have to hold accountability. Yeah. Again, at this point, once you are aware that this is how niggas are, why the fuck are you wasting your time with that type of nigga? You should have knew back then that this wasn't your person. Because he's not communicating, because you're not having those heart-to-hearts, or because he's not fulfilling these things that need to be fulfilled.
It could be part of it,
So at this point, once again, you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, I know what type of nigga I'm dealing with, and I'm choosing to stay here on chance. So when you choose to stay somewhere on chance, once again, you subject yourself to any possible outcome.
So do you think Meg Thee Stallion knew that Klay Thompson was a dog?
I believe that. Because he's a basketball player.
So we should assume.
Absolutely. Sometimes assuming things will protect you. If I assume that I'm going to get my motherfucking ass killed if I go to the jungles, I'm not going to go to the jungles.
That seems crazy. You put the responsibility on the woman, and the responsibility comes into play by her having to assume a certain characteristic about a man that he has not shown her yet, that she didn't personally experience. She has to assume a stereotype.
So there's hope for the best, but prepare for the worst at all times. You're going into a relationship with a basketball player. There's a stigma on basketball players, right? On top of that, not only is the stigma there that gives you what word am I looking for? The stigma is there that gives you a reason to put that wall up, right? Not saying to be standoffish or not receptive if he is on the right path. Yeah. But the stigma alone gives you a reason to have that guard up. So now you have your guard up based off of the stigma, right? And then you pay attention to, like you always say, you pay attention to the patterns and the behaviors. Mm-hmm. If the patterns and behaviors are not leading towards this nigga putting a ring on your finger at the end of the day, once again, it is your fucking responsibility to leave.
So
y'all will choose to stay until a nigga run y'all all the way to the fucking dirt.
So, and then, but at what point is it the man's responsibility? At any point, at what point is it?
It's never the man's responsibility.
But I thought y'all were supposed to be the leaders.
Look, it's never the man. Look, this is the reason why it's never the man's responsibility. Again, you cannot hold anybody responsible, right, for doing something that you allow them to do. Again, once you are aware of the fact that somebody is a certain type of way and you keep coming back, what the fuck is your personal problem?
But you're giving people the credit to be able to decipher if somebody's being deceptive.
Shit,
what if they don't have those goggles? What if they don't have that pair of glasses that allows them to see through it?
That shit on
them.
That's on them? Yeah, hell yeah, that's on them.
That they're not as smart and they got played?
Absolutely.
It's still the woman's fault.
Absolutely. See, that's the thing about y'all. Y'all will take everything but accountability. Y'all will take a nigga house, a nigga car, a nigga. You would take a nigga goddamn, what's it called? Child support.
It sounds an awful lot like men aren't the ones that could take accountability. If at no point did they have any responsibility in the matter whatsoever.
Hey, look.
That's crazy.
Nah, cause look, again, bro. Kaya, I'm not gonna watch you do something. Or I'm not going to be in something with you expecting something that you're not giving me, bro. And stay. Nigga, that's my fault for allowing you to do that shit to me, bro.
But what if you are, though? That's what I'm saying. What if that man is giving you all the things that you would think are the right signs?
Clearly he ain't. If you talking about, we've been together this long and he ain't married me. We've been together this long and he ain't made it official.
But your argument
was the nigga haven't even agreed to say we together.
But wait, let's go back to your argument, which was no, sometimes 2-3 years in, couples take it slow. You know, we're not rushing it, and he wants to see if you're the right woman to go ahead and marry and spend the rest of his life with. Kaya, so what if she is like listening to what he's telling her when it comes to that? Like, yeah, we're just trying to take it slow. I'm trying to prove myself. He's got a bad track record with these last hoes. I'm trying to prove myself, but the proving yourself never comes.
Once again, who has to make that decision to do that?
But that's the woman. So selfish.
Nigga, who has to make that decision to stay? The woman.
Walk away from the unknown when you're telling her, dude, maybe. It's on us to go, dude, he's telling me it could be a thing, but hell, you know what?
You know why? You know why? Because this is what women do, right? Niggas go and cheat to get a nut. You understand? A bitch go and cheat based off of what she's lacking. Nigga. So a woman, my nigga, is going to go find a nigga that's giving her all the things that her nigga ain't giving her. These are facts. A woman is going to go find the things in a man, all the things in a man that her nigga ain't giving her, which tells you if this nigga is not giving you things that you feel like you have to step out of the relationship and search for, this ain't the nigga for you to be with. So why the fuck is you still there?
Though. I say that all the time.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So that's the thing, my nigga. You want to step out to go find some shit that I'm not giving you, which tells you already I'm not 100% your person. So again, hey, go back to that. Now you have to hold yourself accountable because you are aware to step out on your man based off of things that he's not doing. He's not committing yet. He's not this yet. He don't know my love language. He's not showing me enough attention. To step out on a nigga in search of those things implies that you are now aware that he lacks these things. Okay. I can't judge a fool. But once you are aware of something, I have to hold you 100% accountable and responsible for your bullshit. So that's what I'm saying. You're right now, what you gonna do is you're gonna try to find a reason why that shit ain't true. And you know what that is? That's gonna be proving my motherfucking point that y'all will take everything except for accountability.
I think it's literally reversed.
Oh shit. Hell no.
Because how in this conversation have you made men like devoid of all accountability or responsibility in the situation?
Absolutely not. I'm not doing that whatsoever. Okay. I'm simply stating that once again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but once again, Kaya, once you are aware that niggas is shooting outside, don't walk outside.
Okay, but
if you don't hear the gunshots and you go outside, again, then I can't blame you. If niggas is outside and it's 4th of July and shit is pop, 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 no. And when all that shit going on, don't open the front door and stay the fuck away from the windows.
We're not talking about that.
You understand what I'm saying?
We're talking about somebody told you, dude, it's safe outside. You're good to go. The ice cream truck's ready. It's fucking sunny. The birds are chirping. Then you get out there. You're playing for like a good couple of hours. Then you all of a sudden get shot up. So that's the example I'm trying to make. Motherfuckers told you it was one thing. So you go under the you know.
Okay, so let's be realistic
intentions here, that it is, and then boom, and then when you do get shot, well, you should have known better. You were playing outside. That's something that could happen to you. You can indeed get shot.
Got your ass rat-a-tat-tat. Should have known better.
The responsibility has to be on the shooter too, which is what I'm saying. The responsibility also has to be on the man. They're the ones that ultimately are taking those actions. And again, if you know women, you should know there's more factors than logic. There's more factors than that.
Women start picking up on shit months and years before they reach their breaking point. Mm-hmm. Meaning, once again, they decided to thug it out with a nigga. Your decision, your responsibility. Women don't just wake up one day and have this big fucking epiphany and decide this nigga been lying. This nigga done led me on for 10 fucking years. They don't just wake up one day, nigga, and that happens. The whole time women are picking up on shit. Oh yeah, this nigga don't answer the phone after 9 o'clock.
Like a mental encyclopedia.
This nigga don't take me out on dates. This nigga don't motherfucking cater to my needs, my sexual needs. Or this nigga been coming home and not touching me lately.
Yeah.
Man, bitches pick up on that shit months and years before they come to their final realization or decide that they want to leave. Feel me? So again, you are making the conscious decision to accept all of the fuck shit that this nigga is doing, and you want me to sit here and tell you that the responsibility is on me when you seen what I was doing in contrast to what the fuck I'm telling you. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying,
like, fuck what I'm telling you. What I'm showing you is making you feel some type of way. And where are you? Still in my goddamn bed. So if you're going to sit in this bed, shut your ass up and accept all that come with being in this goddamn bed next to a dog. Once again, it's your fault. So, yeah, goddamn Megan Thee Stallion deserved that shit. Because she should have got her ass on a while ago, nigga.
But what if she didn't know, though? That's what I'm saying. What if she didn't recognize?
That's why I just told you what I just told you. I don't believe women don't know. Women are very highly intuitive. Look.
It's a difference in those, though. It's a difference in being like intuitive, and it's a difference in being attached and in love and blinded by that. Yeah, and you know Kaya, better that women are more so that way than men. Man,
but even with that being said, I sound like a broken record, but even with that being said, the bottom line is it's your decision. To stay, nigga, emotionally attached or not. And this is another thing. Again, once you are, like I said, once you are aware, you now have to hold yourself accountable. If you are a fool, if you are ignorant to it, we can't judge so harshly. You're somebody who's sitting here giving me the entire rundown of how a nigga is. Play by play. So why the fuck go get yourself involved with one of them type of niggas? And then sit here and tell me you hold zero responsibility or accountability in how that shit transpired.
I think if you knew exactly what you were getting yourself into, that statement is absolutely true, 100%. But you maybe are speaking from your own perspective, and you're not that deceptive maybe with women, but there are plenty of men that will go ahead and lie and tell women all those things they know will trigger them to let their guard down, to trust, to think it's something real, and then use that, I never said we were in a relationship, as an out to not have to be like, damn, I'm sorry. I led you on for fucking 2 years and wasted your time. Now you're 30, you know.
So as a woman, just live in delusion then, right?
No. It's not delusion if the man presented it as a certain thing. You can't, there's only so much deciphering you can do when you don't know. Somebody's telling you and doing certain things. It looks like the right thing. It sounds like the right thing. Family loves him, right? Everything's smooth up until the point of me getting cheated on. Now, all of a sudden, you were unhappy. You're not a safe space. You should have knew because I'm a hooper. Huh? How about you should have just never come fucking with me if you knew you weren't ready to commit like that, and you know I'm the type of woman that wants that type of relationship. How about you just leave me alone? How about it's on the man to just never come fucking with me in the first place?
Hell no. Because if I'm stealing cookies out the cookie jar and my mama ain't caught me yet, why the fuck I'm gonna stop stealing cookies out the cookie jar? So who's the selfish one? The bitch. Cause now you know I'm a thief. You know I'm stealing cookies out the cookie jar. Why the fuck is you sitting there complaining if you gonna be sitting here watching me take cookies out the cookie jar? Shut your ass up, my nigga.
Because
I'm a cookie snatcher, nigga. And you a cookie watch snatcher, nigga. So again, back to you. It's back on you.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, nigga.
That's crazy.
Oh, my mama. That's what I'm saying. Hey, okay. and Megan Thee Stallion, you can't even trust this bitch. This bitch got a track record of lying.
This is a hard one to use because like I said, I'm not with the girls on this specific situation. Bitch, but in the topic in general, obviously I am.
Don't put a nigga in jail for 10 plus years.
Yeah,
over some shit that's
a whole nother thing.
The hell. That's why you can't even trust a Megan Thee Stallion, nigga. Because when, just going back real briefly, when the shit happened, when supposedly Tory Lanez shot her motherfucking ass, it's too many inconsistencies and too many contradictions. When they first got pulled over, the bitch said, he did not shoot me. Told the police, he did not shoot me. And then supposedly you got shot in your foot with a high caliber weapon. You got a hole in your foot, but the footage shows when they got pulled over, her walking backwards with her hands in the air. Nigga, your hands got to be down to balance yourself. When your hands is in the air, you're more off balance than you are if they're down. This bitch, big bitch, with a bullet hole in her foot from a high caliber weapon, hands was in the air, and she was walking backwards. But you got shot in the foot? Stop fucking lying.
She definitely has a past of,
nigga. And then they never found no fucking bullet in your foot. And then gonna turn around and say, nah, he did shoot me. Bitch, which one is it? Yeah. Did this nigga shoot you or did this nigga not shoot you? So now with that being said, you got a nigga ass locked up for 10 fucking years over some lame ass shit you got going on because you lied to the fucking police. At this point, you deserve anything that come your way. So I hope the next nigga she get with cheat on her motherfucking ass too. She deserve that shit. Oh, crazy ass
here's
bitch.
Another portion of the conversation people are talking about, which is the fact that, you know, regardless of all the other shit, Meg has still increased his socioeconomic value, you know.
Whose?
Klay Thompson. She did. He's in the media. He's getting talked about. What were we talking much about Klay Thompson before this? Not much.
Hey, man, let me tell you something.
Even them broken up, he's getting more clout and more coverage.
Ain't no bitch the clout, nigga.
Meg?
Nah, she's not the clout, nigga.
We didn't even know who that other dude was until she dated him.
Megan Thee Stallion could have went and got with a little bum ass, fuck ass nigga that don't nobody know, and they would not be getting this much coverage.
Well, either way.
Yeah, man, that shit ain't. Megan Thee Stallion ain't the fucking clout. She dying out. If anything, she's going to go get with niggas to recreate a whole nother wave, nigga. She following the trend. Nigga, pair a bitch and a nigga up. And this been something that been going on for years. This type of shit been going on since early hip-hop days, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Dame Dashes and the Aaliyahs and shit like that. The Jay-Z's and Beyonce's. The Chris Browns and Rihanna's, the Bluefaces and Krishans. So why do bitches always think that they're the clout? They're the reason why the nigga got more famous because they was with her. Nigga, this pairing up shit been going on since the beginning of time. And it take my clout and your clout to get there. It's not all just on the bitch.
I mean, yeah, but who's more famous?
It just depends on what realm you in. And if you went to sports, Klay Thompson more famous. If you went to media and music, she more famous. You feel me? He got super fans who could tell you 100% of his stats from the day he came in to up to date. Same way she got super crazy fans, nigga, who could tell you her very first album all the way up into everything that she dropped to date. It's just about what realm you in.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, y'all, at this point, y'all gotta stop believing. At this point, y'all gotta stop believing that y'all on that. Because, shit, we the motherfucking clout. And with that being said, this is a very special part of our podcast where I tell y'all about a nigga I would slap based off of this shit that they did. And number one on my list, because usually I'm not going to do this in no particular order. But today, number one on my list is Gucci Mane. But based off of the shit that you did, gang, you supposed to be a street nigga, right? The first nigga that tried to rob you that we know about was somebody that Young Jeezy sent over there to rob you years ago. And when a nigga robbed you or tried to rob you, you shot and killed his motherfucking ass. And got away scot-free. So you caught you a free body. And you've been bragging about this body. When you did the verses with Young Jeezy, you did this whole smoking on Pookie Loke. I'm still smoking on Pookie Loke shit. The problem come in that you got people saying, oh, Gucci Mane has changed his stance since he's got out of jail. He's been changing his life. He's no longer associating himself with the streets, etc., things like this. So, but it goes back to what I just said. The comment about you smoking on Pookie Loke, a dead person, came after you was released from jail. So this whole new journey, he turned to a different person after he got out of jail, is a false fucking statement. You still live by the rules of the goddamn streets. So with that being said, when some street shit happens to you, you can't go running to the police. So I feel like you've led the people in the wrong direction. You got a bunch of niggas running up under you as street niggas who idolize you, wanting to be gangbanging, bloods and shit like this based off of the shit that you put out in the world. And in order for you to 100% remove yourself or detach yourself from that image, those same people that you led in that direction, you now have to start leading them in a positive direction. But you got out of jail and your music did not change. You were talking about the same fucking things, which leads us to believe that you're still living by the same fucking street code. And then turned around and told the fucking police once you got victimized. So, Gucci Mane, you a nigga I would slap. Oh, mama. Let's just start there. You a nigga I would slap. Number two, mooseman. You a nigga I would slap. because you getting out your body, mistaking all of these street niggas for podcasters, gang. And you got to get out your goddamn head and thinking everybody gonna think that shit is just content. You've seen the realm. You've seen the type of people who's now entering your world. Street niggas, not just content creators. So now, if you're not a street nigga, you now have to tread lightly when dealing with street niggas when it comes to podcasting, because y'all opened the door for street niggas to get in. And now that y'all opened the door for street niggas to get in, y'all got to deal with street niggas acting like street niggas. And you another nigga who was talking that street shit and fighting, and you pick and chose selective politicking. And when it came across your front desk or your front door, you said you was going to call the police. So you a nigga I would slap too. Who would you slap, Kaya?
The neighbors, no.
It's a bunch of niggas that deserve to be slapped, though. David is another nigga.
I was going to say that, yeah.
Slapped.
Him first.
Yeah. Slap the shit out of David. And put L's in the chat for David. They need to hang this nigga, throw him up under the jail.
Isn't he, side note, isn't he like, they're looking at giving him the death penalty for the first time in like...
Yeah. And many a years, the first person. And it's crazy because this Trump nigga moving fast with bringing this whole the firing squad back.
Oh, yeah.
Shh.
Jeez.
Nigga, you better hope that firing squad shit ain't...
That's like old school.
You know what I'm saying? Because you going to go out like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Especially after that shit he did. They need to just let me up in there with the nigga. Just let me get an hour with the nigga. That's it. Just an hour. Like, you feel me? Let me get I got 2 daughters, my nigga. Yeah. And the shit that you was on, I just need an hour.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. And only one person coming back about that room.
Sick.
Yeah. I think today has been a great podcast. I think Kaya thought she had some valid points when it came to the male and female thing, but...
Nah.
It just didn't check out for y'all.
It was valid. It definitely was valid.
I didn't see. I didn't see it check out.
See.
I'm just saying. So
because you don't see any point where a man has to take accountability.
I see. Your arguments just wasn't strong enough today.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's okay.
The dialogue, the back and forth wasn't.
Yeah. I ate you up. It's fine.
Oh, shit.
I shut you down. It's fine.
Hey, man, look. On the next episode, man, we going to do this again. You feel me? So, load your clip up.
Team Kaya or Team Kreep?
Yeah. For
real, though.
Team Kaya or Team Kreep? Because
when we have opposing
I felt
opinions.
For a fact. No, rephrase that. When we have a nigga arguing facts and a woman arguing opinion and feelings.
It wasn't just that.
Yeah, it wasn't just that.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was plenty of, no, it was not just emotional. And you didn't even want to bring that into the conversation until now, which I find real, real funny. Anyways. Okay.
Your time.
So, we'll get
your time to shine is over, baby.
No, it's just beginning.
I took it home today. I took this shit home today for the men.
No.
Bro.
Okay, actually.
It's team us versus team them. And as a matter of fact, that's what I want to do. You bring another female up here to back you up and help argue your points, and I'm going to bring another guy up here. You feel me? And we could go at it because I just don't feel like, again, y'all take everything with accountability.
And I feel like the same.
Yeah.
But it's worse because men like to
No, women are dirtbags, nigga. All right, let me ask you a question.
Dirtbags is crazy.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Did you ever used to watch Maury? The show Maury?
Yeah.
All right, so have you ever seen an episode, because it happened thousands of times. You ever seen an episode on Maury when the woman cheated on her husband, and then and she would say shit like, "Oh, he does everything right. He takes care of me. He takes care of the kids. He's a great provider. It's just he's always at work, so I cheated."
I mean,
that's scumbag shit. So a nigga that will wake up, nigga, and go to work every single day to provide for you and your child, nigga.
It's not enough.
It's not a fucking enough.
It's not enough.
Like, what the fuck else? You can't have your cake and eat it too, bro. Like, which one do you want?
I don't know
about
a
nigga that's gonna provide
though.
for you, or you want a nigga that can give you all of his time and y'all sit up broke as a motherfucker?
Right.
Because in today's climate, there's really no balance. There's no balance, bro. You got to be a millionaire to have that type of balance. And we're not talking about that. We're talking about the general population, bro. Everybody's not a fucking millionaire. So it takes a man to get up off his ass to go work that 9 to 5 every day, to come home and provide and put a roof over your head, yet and still you complaining about not having enough time. Or you will go cheat on the nigga because he didn't spend enough time with you. But he's covering all other areas.
That's definitely
scumbag
a great
shit.
Example of a woman that, like, you know.
We don't talk about that. We just want to talk about why a nigga fucked up for all of the shit that he do. That's what I'm saying. Women are dirtbags.
Two.
Some women are dirtbags.
Some, as well as men. Because I think it's more dirtbag men than women.
Yeah, but... Nah.
Why do you think so many women choose the bear? Literally.
Out of ignorance. Pure fucking ignorance.
No. Out of experience. Out of not suffering. I'd rather just get killed instead of raped and tortured and then killed.
I'm lost.
The bear. Would you rather be trapped in the forest with a man or a bear? The question to women. Women choose the bear every time. That's just
dumb shit. Bitches are dumb.
I would choose the bear.
We're talking about putting a motherfucker... My nigga, we're talking about being in a motherfucking locked room with a human, in contrast to being in a locked room with a fucking animal that is unpredictable. Nigga, and if we are comparing the two, who's the closest to a fucking animal out of a man and a woman when it comes to being unpredictable is fucking women.
Men. Closer to an animal?
Yeah.
Men.
As far as unpredictability.
Mister,
unpredictability. Animals are unpredictable.
I don't cheat for emotions. I cheat because I want to get my dick wet. That's instinctual, right? That's the excuse men use. Oh, it didn't mean nothing. It was just sex.
Yeah, and that, I mean, that's better than, oh, I went to go fuck with this nigga because he caters to my feelings. So that means
that men would be more closely
So you cheated with the intent to leave. Bitch, you cheated with the intent to get the fuck on. I cheated with the intent to go crack this bitch and come back home.
If you say that men do things off purely instinct and it's not because they had a decision or choice in the matter, right? We talk about that.
I never said that.
Well, you get what I'm saying. When you cheat, it's because of this reason, not because of an emotional need. Mm-hmm. Don't you think that more represents like an animalistic tendency of having a certain, instinct to do something that you cannot control? That's animalistic to me.
No, it's not that it can't be controlled. See, that's the part that y'all missing. It's not that it can't be controlled. That's just a decision that's being made.
So if the
nigga just made a decision to not give a fuck and go get his nut, that's not something that can't be controlled. Nigga, you got niggas on the daily who control that shit. Not every nigga is the same. That's like, and y'all gotta stop believing that, because bitches is hoes and bitches is fucking for pape right now. So if I was to just generalize all bitches as hoes and bitches that's fucking for pape, y'all would think that's unfair.
Of course.
Like, all niggas ain't the same. So y'all taking the niggas that y'all had bad experiences with and making it a worldly thing. Making it, so because a certain few amount of niggas cheat, a certain amount of niggas cheat and are dogs to women, I'd rather get locked in a cage with a fucking animal. That goes back.
It's not about cheating.
That goes back to, see, that shit goes back to, nigga.
You may not have that perspective because you're not a violent man. Like, you might not understand that It's not about we're worried because of some emotional fucking disadvantage. We're worried about getting tortured and killed.
That's why.
Listen,
this is why women are stupid. Because look, think about this shit. You talking about chance, Kaya? You're talking about chance.
It's not.
It is. What you mean?
If
it's not chance, then you gotta categorize all men as the fucking same. You cannot do that. There's a 50% chance that a nigga's gonna be a weirdo or a nigga gonna be a good nigga. There's 100% chance that being locked in a cage with a bear, you're gonna become fucking food.
I wouldn't say
What are you talking about? You are talking about taking yourself out of. You are talking about taking yourself out of a potential situation and putting yourself in a guaranteed situation. That makes no sense at all whatsoever.
Well, to women, I think most women would say if you're gonna get put in the forest with a man or a bear, they would rather take whatever horrible death or whatever the fuck comes with the bear. We would rather take that than what the potential of the man could be. And again, I'm gonna go back because I didn't get to say this.
So a man can kill you in a more vicious manner than a bear can, right?
Yeah, because he's gonna psychologically and mentally torture the fuck out of you, because lots of men think like that and do shit like that. You got me off track. I was going to say something else, but I remembered just now. Men are scared that women are going to laugh at them. Women are scared that men are going to kill them. That's the world we live in. That's the reality of the world we live in. We live in a patriarchal society. This is not, it's 50-50. Half of men are good, half of men are bad. No, we have to assume most men are fucking predators and are going to come after us.
So
and you know this,
right? So we got to assume that most women are hoes.
That's not the equivalent.
So let me ask
We're talking about violence.
So your daddy is a predator. Your brother. So your brother is a fuck nigga too. Then your daddy is a fuck nigga too. Then your grandpa and your cousins. And when you have a son, he a fuck nigga.
Look, that's not to say that every single man is a bad man. That's not what that's saying. Look,
based off of what proof and evidence and facts and statistics do you have that says the majority of men are fucking violent and are willing to kill women? Because if that were the case,
studies.
We can pull up some studies. But look, the bottom line is, if that were the case, the majority of men would be locked the fuck up right now.
Not true at all. How? The world is run by men. We live in a man's world. Kaya, what are you talking about? The men created this so they couldn't be locked up for this horrible shit. What do you mean? It's whole countries where they've got women covered from head to toe with one fucking eyeball out. One fucking eyeball. That's how separate
Kaya,
the fucking experience and how men control it.
Like that. The majority of the world is not like that. You talking about Middle Eastern world. You're talking about Middle Eastern countries, dude, nigga. The majority of the world is not like
extreme, or whether it's that for the same job in the US, men make $2 more per hour.
No.
Whether it's that or having to be covered from head to toe, the inequities are still
you're spinning. We're not talking about that.
Far apart.
You're spinning. We're not talking about that. We're talking about men being vicious.
And I know you know men.
We're talking about men being vicious.
And you would not want me out alone walking around because you know how many violent men there are in LA.
Because of the potential, not because all men are like that.
And that's what I'm saying. We're agreeing. The potential that all men are violent, because men tend to have violent tendencies.
But you're moving the goalpost. You said the majority. If that was the case,
majority of men have the potential to be violent. Yes.
False.
100% they do.
100%
majority of men have the potential to be violent.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Because you've told me this. It could be the wrong day, wrong nigga, wrong circumstance. Yes, you just happen to catch a pussy nigga on the wrong day and he strangles your ass to death because he's physically superior than the bitch.
But how does that make it the majority? Just because some niggas will do that. Just because that could potentially happen. Yes. How does that make it the majority?
Because most of them are prone to act like that if that was the circumstance. That's the point I'm making. It doesn't have to be that this nigga wakes up and beats up people every day, but it does have to take that he will beat his wife up behind closed doors because he's violent towards women. When it comes to a man, he's a pussy. When it comes to beating his fucking 110-pound wife up behind closed doors, he's the biggest fucking gangster there is, right?
Let me ask you a question.
Come on.
If I put 1,000 green marbles in a jar, and then I put 20 green marbles in a motherfucking jar. 20 purple marbles in a fucking jar. 9 times out of 10, you know what's gonna happen? I'm going to get green every time, right? So if the majority of niggas are willing to kill bitches and beat bitches and do all this violent shit to bitches, why do we have a large population? Why do we have a larger population of men that's running around free than men that are incarcerated? That goes to show you not all niggas are on that. Because if all niggas was on that, them niggas' ass will be locked the fuck up. And your argument that is designed for niggas to be able to do that is fucking crazy. Because if a nigga kill a bitch or beat a bitch up today, nigga, what's gonna happen? He's going to jail for it. That's not it's designed for you to be able to beat this bitch up, so I'm not gonna let you go. So we just gonna let you not go to jail for it.
Up until women fought for those rights, up until women did that was how it went. If you're married, your husband does whatever the fuck he wants to you. That is how it was. It was set up so that women were property and had absolutely no fucking say.
At a certain point of fucking time.
Yes,
we are talking about 70s, now where women have the same motherfucking rights as niggas.
That wasn't that long ago.
We're talking about now today where females have the same rights as niggas, making more money than niggas. Women right now, they said women are leading the motherfucking charts as having more money than niggas and being homeowners. What the fuck are we talking about? Women lead that shit right now. Single homeowners, nigga, business owners, and making more money than niggas right now. You can't come at me with that shit. Period. Why you can't do that, my nigga? Period, point blank. The bottom line is, if again, and to say that the majority of niggas is like this, how does that make any man that's a part of your life exempt, nigga? Why your son ain't gonna be like that when you have a son? Why your daddy ain't like that? Why your brother ain't like that? Put them niggas in the same boat that you put everybody else in if it's the majority of niggas.
I mean,
you can't do that, bro. And going back to the initial conversation, I don't understand how that makes sense. So yeah, once again, nigga, it's a 50-50% chance that this nigga could either be mentally stable or mentally insane to do some weird shit. One thing I know 100% of the time, a fucking bear is gonna be a fucking bear. 100% of the time. So now you just took your 50% chance of survival away by putting yourself in a cage or the woods with a fucking bear based off an emotional ass decision.
It's not about emotion.
Logic defying. You will defy logic 50, because of some shit that you saying that females went through back in the day.
It's not 50-50, I don't think.
Bro, I don't know where you getting your numbers from, bro. Again, I'm confused at how you don't believe it's 50-50, but there's more men walking the streets than there is in jail.
That argument is not valid, dude, because you're saying it as if every man that's committed some kind of violence towards women was A, reported, B, arrested, C, convicted. That's what you're implying,
bro.
How many cops do we see that beat
females
the
that
fuck out of their wife, and their friend is the fucking police chief? They'll never see a day in jail ever, and their wife is gonna keep getting beat up because they're a fucking cop.
The majority of women that get beat is gonna call the police. There's a small percentage of the ones who don't. Nigga.
Where are you getting your statistics?
And the majority
that's not true.
The majority of the ones who ain't calling the police, niggas, are the ones that's a part of our community,
and petrified, dude.
It's a small percentage.
No, it's not, dude.
Yes, it is.
I don't think so.
What you mean, bro?
I don't think it's that
on
black
top of
and
that,
white.
nigga, for a long ass time. A long ass time, nigga, and you will be a fucking lie to disagree with the fact that, nigga, when the police show up for domestic disputes, 9 times out of 10, the nigga goes to jail and the bitch don't.
That's
man.
new.
That's just what it is.
Well, now it's both.
You could be in an argument with this bitch if she called the police, nigga. Your ass going to jail, nigga. Fuck you talk about. That's just what happens. Like, nigga, y'all, that shit crazy. Y'all just be making shit up in y'all head. Put me in the fucking woods with a bear instead of a man.
No,
bitch, what?
There's very
all
real.
You bitches go live on a motherfucking island in the middle of fucking nowhere since y'all so scared.
Well, maybe
niggas.
That's the fucking conversation too. We live in a country to where there are legal repercussions if you were to commit a certain kind of violence against a woman. In many other countries, there aren't.
There
aren't.
That,
so you're speaking from, we have it good here in the U.S. There are repercussions, and a lot of things slip through in the cracks still, even with that system in place. So how many countries that are, again, run by men, because let's run the numbers on that. How many countries in the world are run by a male? Let's run the numbers, right? And keep saying it's 50-50. It's not. They, like you said, America is sexist before racist.
Absolutely.
You said it yourself.
Absolutely. But what the fuck do sexists got to do with a nigga being vicious and violent and ready to kill the bitch?
Because
nigga,
that is
I
the
just
whole
feel
point.
Like you inferior to
what
me,
is
bitch.
sexist?
Your Bible tells you inferior to a fucking man.
You're inferior, so
Your
it makes
Bible
it
tells
okay
you you're inferior to a man,
commit
my nigga. Like,
violence
what are we
against you. Because you're inferior to me, I know I can beat you. I know I can get away with this shit. I know I can fucking physically overpower you.
If that's the case, all mothers will be fucking their kids up because kids, when they're babies and toddlers and adolescents, are physically inferior to women.
No.
Doesn't happen
That's
that
the
way.
difference, because women have instincts that tell them not to fucking do that.
Predator mindset, gang. Just because I'm stronger or physically superior. Think about it, nigga. You got motherfucking... You got big ass... Hey, you got big ass animals like elephants, nigga, that eat only fucking plants, nigga. And their niggas is far more superior than motherfucking lions and all these other little ass. Man, everybody don't act on the fact that they physically stronger or superior than somebody, bro.
But when given the chance to cash in, you don't think they will?
Nope.
100% they will.
If they did, they will be in jail.
How many times has a nigga sized me up?
Hey, you look. Now you're talking about an isolated situation.
No, it's an isolated situation. But it speaks to the fact that a grown man took a look at me, a woman, and physically compared his strength to mine and thought to himself, I could physically overpower her if I needed to. When niggas are sizing me up and make comments to me like, you probably don't worry.
One of them type of niggas.
No, you're making it the anomaly now.
One of them type of
this
niggas.
has happened multiple times. This isn't an anomaly. Men have done this where they say, oh, you're a bigger girl. You probably don't worry about men trying to take advantage of you. What does that mean? They're sizing me up to see, can I physically overpower this bitch?
Ran into one of them type of niggas. I never denied that some niggas ain't like that.
Positive intention
you said the
behind
majority of niggas are. I said that is a false statement.
I said it's not 50-50. And a majority of niggas
if it's not 50-50,
have the potential to be violent.
Then that means that you're saying it's the majority of niggas. So,
yeah, you're right.
And that's a false statement, bro.
It is. It is.
That's a false statement. Like, my nigga,
the majority of men have the potential to be violent.
I'm trying to figure out where your math coming from. Once again, if the majority of niggas was violent, why the majority of niggas ain't in jail? Why?
Because men protect men, and men are in power, and men are not going to fucking hold other men accountable.
Ain't no nigga not holding a nigga accountable. Everybody's going to jail for everything they do.
Every day. How many rapist homeboys do you have, and nobody fucking speaks up? Not you. I'm not saying you, but how many men out here know they homeboy got on some creep shit? Know they homeboy be forcing bitches? Know they homeboy be on some weird shit? And back the nigga up. Oh, free bro, free bro, free bro, bro. Let that nigga sit in jail.
Now you
There's plenty of men that back up some shit like, dude.
See, that's the thing. Now you just making shit up. I've never heard nobody in life say free a fucking niggas
not gonna say free a but they're gonna say free their friend if it's their friend.
To niggas when they go to jail or fucking with kids or fucking up women, nigga, and for a long ass time, nigga, even with mobsters, nigga, that has always been a thing. Don't touch women or children, nigga. The fuck? So if we can come up with that as a fucking system, protect the women, nigga. If that is even a thought in our fucking head as men, protect the women, what the fuck about that is telling you the majority of us, nigga, is on some fuck the women up? Man, hell no, man. The fuck? The bitches and the kids has always been catered to from the beginning of time, nigga. From the beginning, even with y'all not, even if it was before the point where women had rights, they were always respected to a certain degree and catered to women and kids, bro. Always. From the beginning of fucking time. Come on, man. Ain't nobody out here just targeting these hoes, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no nigga out here just, the majority of niggas just out here fucking these bitches up, man. These bitches play the fucking victim, nigga.
Never.
These hoes play the victim, nigga. These bitches throw rocks and hide they motherfucking hand, nigga. A bitch provoke a nigga all the way. You know you provoking this lion, and the lion ain't supposed to be a lion. Bitch, is you crazy out your fucking mind? Is you out your fucking mind? I'm confused. Same way I expect a bitch to get in her feelings, nigga, and I expect her to act out emotionally, nigga, same concept, nigga. You can't allow that. Look, this is what I always say. The women cannot expect a man a man to allow them to live in their function, to allow them to live in their genetic makeup, right? Which is being emotional and want niggas to cater to their feelings and all of these things, but then not allow men to live in their genetic makeup, which is built with testosterone, masculinity, all of these things. We didn't ask for this shit. Nigga, we was born like that. So when we act out the way that we act out, chunk it up, nigga, go be mad at God, nigga. He wired niggas like this. If the majority of niggas act the same way, nigga, go take that shit up with God. That mean, nigga, we was meant to act like that, nigga. On my mama. All decisions are made based off the majority rules, nigga, in any situation. We ain't talking about the anomaly. We're not talking about the fucking isolated situations. We're talking about the majority. Once again, the majority of niggas are not locked up, thrown away, or put in jail. So basically so your argument is based off of a fucking assumption, nigga. You're just assuming most niggas is like that. Because most niggas ain't even giving you the reason to believe like that. Because you ain't ran into most niggas. You don't see how most niggas operate in their day to day. You see how the niggas you fucked with operate in their day to day. You see how the niggas the bitches that you take interest in, these rap bitches or whoever else that you take interest in, your friends and family, you see how the niggas that they fuck with interact with them. Man, it's a whole nother side to this shit. It's a whole nother world to this shit, nigga, where niggas is married and faithful and doing the right fucking thing, being there for their kids. Nigga, we just got done going through a situation, nigga, where it was a man trying to be there for his kids and based off of the nigga not being together with the bitch, all of her friends is telling her, man, skip out on this nigga, fuck her, don't let him see his kid. Man, that shit's sick, nigga.
Yeah, that's not good advice, but...
That shit's sick. So now it ain't fair for me to put that on all bitches. All y'all bitches is scumbags, slut buckets of the motherfucking earth and only give a fuck about y'all self, nigga. Y'all don't even give a fuck about y'all kids, nigga. Because when a man make you mad, you will take a man out their motherfucking kid's life because you're mad. But y'all want to talk about that y'all scared of us. Bitch, we scared of y'all. I could tell you I don't want to be with you today based off of some shit that's going on in the relationship. Now you want to take my car. Now you want to take my house that you didn't help me go get. Now you own half of my fucking business that I invested in and built by my motherfucking self because you and your feelings about some shit. My nigga, y'all learned how to weaponize shit, nigga, while we the violent and vicious one. Man, y'all figured out how to weaponize shit, the whole fucking world against us, nigga. That's what the fuck is going on. But y'all scared of us. Man, hell no. Feel me? Nigga, hey. Nigga, some of the worst wars in the motherfucking world is about a bitch, nigga. Nigga, the deadliest hood wars and all that type of shit going on is about a bitch. The Bible say a man should not follow a woman for this has ruined many fucking kings, nigga. The Bible say that shit. A man should not follow a woman for this has ruined many kings. Why the fuck is following a woman ruining many kings, nigga? Why? We should be scared of y'all motherfucking ass. If this has ruined many kings, that means y'all bringing whole fucking empires down. Fuck up out of here, my nigga. You are the walking toxicity, motherfucker. You might bring that shit out of a nigga, but you as a woman, you are the walking fucking toxicity. That's just what the fuck going on. Yo, God told you that. And he the one created your motherfucking ass. Go argue with that nigga, not me.
Go off, then.
No, I'm just saying. That's the bottom line. Nigga, you just sitting here just demonizing niggas like niggas just... Man, come on.
No, and I don't even want it to sound like that because I'm one of those people. I'm a fucking hopeless romantic, right? I'm one of those women that thinks that it's still, true love and fucking white picket, all those things. I believe in that. So I'm literally mostly on the opposing side of that argument. But in this case, even being that woman that thinks that true love, traditional old school relationships are still possible and there are still people that represent those values out that are our age, late 20s, early 30s. I believe there are people out there in the world like that. And there's been times where you've told me, I don't think that's a real possibility. Right. So now we're on the reverse of the conversation. even with that being said, even with me feeling like that exists, that there are real men, there are real protectors, there are, providers and structured environments where men can allow women to be their best self, their most feminine self, their most, safe and vulnerable self. I truly believe in all those things. And I still truly believe that a majority of men have the potential to be violent in the right circumstances. Absolutely, 100%. And women are supposedly emotional ones, right? But again, men are scared of women laughing at them. Women are scared of being killed. How many examples do we have to see of women getting rejected and getting bricked, getting punched, getting stabbed for rejection because she said, no, I got a boyfriend. No, I don't give my number out. No, I'm not interested. And gets punched and gets stabbed and gets fucking put in the hospital because a nigga hit her with a brick?
Great argument.
Because I said no.
Okay,
that shows men have the potential to be violent.
So what happened when a nigga say no? Like again, once again, nigga. Now his kids get taken from him. Now, motherfucking, you want to take his house, you want to take his car.
And there are consequences for being told no. The system has been weaponized against men. The system has been weaponized against men in that sense when it comes to breaking up that nuclear family home, 100%, and that was 100% intentional. To give 100%, to give more benefits to single moms, right? That was intentional. So we can't blame it on God. We can't blame it on that's just the way women are.
You have to blame it on God, nigga, because we are the way that we are, my nigga.
Our natural roles, right? We talk about this all the time. The men are the protectors, the providers, the hunters, right? They act pragmatically. They think practically. They think, militantly, right? And we know women are the nurturers, the gatherers, the, turn a house into a home, right? With that being said, don't you think that whole conversation wouldn't exist if both of those men and women knew their roles and understood them and were healthy in those positions? That whole conversation of women using the system against men, right? Using child support and kids and all these things to manipulate men, that didn't exist before. That's new. And that system has been weaponized against men, specifically black men, to disrupt that family home, to disrupt those dynamics, to get men out of their natural role, and to get women out of their natural roles. Yeah, that's why we clash so much. We should be scared of y'all motherfucking ass. Why did it have to get there, though? Because we live in a patriarchal society. A heterosexual patriarchal society.
No. It happened because of y'all. I'm going to tell you why shit got fucked up the way that it did and why traditional ways of living don't exist no more. It's because bitches one day woke up and said, we want to be able to do all the shit y'all niggas do. This feminist shit. Y'all woke up one day and said, we want to be able to work the same jobs y'all work, get paid the same way y'all get paid, get treated the same way y'all get treated. Hey, my nigga, y'all wanted this equality shit and then pick and choose what part of it you want to fall back into your femininity. You can't pick and choose. Bitch, you wanted to be on everything that a nigga was on and then want to pick and choose. Now that shit is getting hard. Y'all want to go back to the traditional ways. Now it's, I'm a woman. Man, a man, I shouldn't have to work. A man should be paying and providing it. Man, y'all, nigga,
but here's the thing.
The fuck do you think niggas was the ones that said, oh yeah, women should get out the fucking household and start working like us?
Because they wanted to maintain control over women. That's the thing. Why did that have to come with that?
What? Bro, how the fuck that has on in the Stone Ages, nigga? In some of the first...
Why does women having rights, why do women being able to open their own bank account, vote, have their own finances, control of their own life, why did that have to come with us and the feminist movement and working the same jobs and being able to go do the same shit as men? How come us having basic human rights in our country had to come with this big feminist movement? It's almost like...
y'all. You gotta ask y'all that shit. Why did it come with a feminist movement?
It's an agenda.
Y'all could have had y'all own bank accounts. Y'all could have had y'all own, all of this shit that you just said. It's still falling up under the leadership of the motherfucking man.
That's the point I'm trying to tell you, bro. We did not have that until the feminist movement happened. We did not have our own fucking control on our finances and not have to be property of your husband.
That's what I'm telling you.
They had to do the feminist movement for us to get those rights. That's what I'm telling you.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. They did not.
What do you mean? You think if we would have
to...
came to the same men beating our ass, right, every day from coming home from work because the turkey was cold, whooping your ass? So
now we back to assuming
those same men are going to tell you, sure, yeah, you could vote, you could get your own bank account, you could do everything without me. Those same men are going to give that without us having to revolutionize.
So now we just back to assuming that every bitch was getting her ass whooped in the household.
I'm using the extreme example.
Are we talking about?
I'm using the extreme example of the patriarchy. Okay, I'm not saying everybody was getting their ass beat. I'm just saying, in general, women were property of their husbands. We could fact check that right now.
Kaya, nigga, that's the way that your God made it, nigga. Bitch, you gonna fall up under that nigga. You gonna follow that nigga. Period. Point blank. I'm confused.
Following
y'all gonna fall up under
naturally
the leadership of this
submitting
nigga.
is different, though. Naturally submitting to a man that's truly in his masculine energy, truly, not fake, not unhealthy masculine and alpha and all this bullshit.
Let me tell you something.
A woman should naturally
once again
do that, not by force. Okay, let me finish my thought. A woman should naturally want to submit, naturally want to follow, naturally want to, do anything that her man says.
And
naturally,
because y'all woke up one day and decided we want to do shit on our own.
When the man is not in that space. Right? So you can't sit here. Wait, let me finish my thought, though. Y'all just woke up one day on some, we want to be able to do what y'all want to do. It's unfair. You keep talking is making me get off my thought, dude.
I don't care, nigga.
Women should naturally submit into those feminine roles because a man is naturally in his. It shouldn't be by law or by force. That's the thought I'm trying to get out. Okay? In the 50s, you were property of your husband.
It's not the 50s no more, brother.
Okay. Why do you think it changed? Feminism. Because women got out there and said, we're fed up. Fuck this.
Exactly.
They're not natural providers. They're not natural leaders. They're not making us feel safe to flourish in our femininity. So fuck this. We are going to go get equal rights and still isn't equal, by the way.
All right, cool. So now that y'all got equal rights and a nigga will treat you like a nigga, what's the point? What's the problem?
The goal was, I don't know what their goal was, but I don't think the goal was to get treated like a nigga. I don't think that was the point. I think that there is a portion of the feminist movement that went above and beyond in the men bashing thing. I don't agree with that.
So why do y'all believe men should go back to providing and being traditional if y'all change the ways of what tradition was? Why do y'all feel like we should reverse it? Well, again, we're not the ones who told y'all to go do this shit. We're not the ones who told y'all to go start working for yourselves and doing all this other shit. So now why are y'all arguing and complaining that men are not traditional and we need to get back to that? Nigga, y'all created this shit. I'm confused.
How come you can't be in a traditional relationship with a woman that is independent?
Kaya, that don't have nothing to do with us. That has something to do with bitches. Bitches are the ones who's complaining that niggas need to get back to the traditional shit. Nigga, what the fuck you mean get back to the traditional shit? How many, again, go back to that. How many bitches is on some real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga? We don't need niggas. That's what today's generation is turned into. We don't need niggas.
There's a portion of that too. That's true.
We don't need niggas no more. We can do all this shit on our own. If a nigga ain't making 6 figures or $1 million a fucking year, a nigga can't fuck with me. That's the attitude that the bitches have that y'all want us to go be traditional niggas with. Confused, like, nigga, you can't tell me, can't tell me I want to do everything you doing and then turn around and say, but I still want you to take care of me.
Right.
And then get mad at a nigga or judge a nigga harshly when you making the same money. I can't fuck with a nigga that make the same amount of money as me. It was never supposed to be that in the first place. You argued to make the same amount of money as me. The man was head of household because he was making more money than a woman. See, and that proves that a woman's respect for a man is contingent upon what the fuck he makes, how much he makes. And you have now put yourself in a space to where you can compete with a nigga and then complain that he's not making more than you and he can't fuck with you because y'all make the same amount of money.
I mean, that's definitely very petty. Again, I like to think that's not a majority of women that think
that's the majority of women. The larger percentage of women, the majority of women is on that.
No.
Just like the majority of niggas is on the bullshit. Why I can't assume that? Why I can't assume the majority of women ain't on that? Same way you just assume the majority of niggas is out here on some beating a bitch shit.
Because, like I said, I think our natural instincts want that traditional type of relationship. Even if the society that we grew up in is trying to get you to go a different direction. I think there's plenty of women that want that traditional relationship. And, unfortunately, they don't end up meeting the men that want that traditional relationship. It's far and few nowadays, for sure, for the younger generation, But at the same time, there's also valid reasons why certain things had to happen. There's lots of men, whether majority or not, there's lots of men that use finances to abuse women. The fact that you don't have a job and have any money to go anywhere or do anything if you wanted to leave him, that is a form of abuse and control.
All right.
You don't have anything to do anything if you wanted to leave.
The same shit that y'all weaponize against us, we wrong for weaponizing that against y'all.
Y'all did it first.
Like, what the fuck?
This started because women were...
So if we did it first and y'all know it was wrong, why did y'all start doing it? Y'all should have just came up with a new system. It don't make sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Either way it go, we finna get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's been real. It's your boy Kreep the Guap Fiend. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't fiending for a motherfucking thing. Stand with me or stand a motherfucking side. Salute me or die. Instead of hating on it, go get you some. You're almost close to the goal, bitch. You know what it is. And
yeah, mine's not that long. Kaya Rain, episode 1 in the books.